Warning! This video is part 2 of a CMF draft collaboration with Ashnflash. If you haven't seen Ashnflash's video yet, you can check it out in the card on the upper right or through the link in the description. Once you finish that video, you can come right back to watch part 2. If you're feeling like a rebel, I can't stop you from watching part 2 first. However, part 1 explains this collab, so unless you want to be confused, I would suggest watching it first. Either way, let's get into the video. Hey guys, Minibrick Productions here, and for most of you watching this video, welcome to my channel. Before we begin the series, since most of you probably haven't heard about me before, I'd like to make just a quick brief introduction. I'm Minibrick Productions, but you can just call me Minibrick. I started this channel back in 2017 with stop-motion animation films, which eventually evolved into mock building. Now, thanks to inspiration from Ashnflash, I've been making LEGO art videos, including minifigure packs and CMF drafts. I've made several CMF drafts, including 2 Steven Universe ones, Clone Wars, Gravity Falls, Friends, and more, so go check them out. I also haven't stopped building mocks, and even have several LEGO Ideas projects like Tintin and Full House in case you'd like to check them out and drop a support if you wish. Make sure to check all these things out when you're done with this video, and either way, let's get on to the figures of part 2 of the Fortnite Chapter 2 CMF collab. As usual, the first figure in this series, or at least the second part of it, is a default, the female recruit Banshee. She comes in her Chapter 2 outfit with printed arms, and her hairpiece is Skye's from Ninjago, the same one Ashnflash used in Just Too Good's first Fortnite CMF draft. Her accessory is the Chapter 2 default pickaxe, which is built using a normal bar piece and a newly molded pickaxe piece at the top. At number 12 in the 2-part series is Journey. She comes with a pistol as well as a printed tile that represents a reboot card. Her hairpiece is the basic female ponytail hairpiece, which comes frequently in LEGO City sets, and she comes with leg printing and arm printing. Although Journey isn't a really popular skin, I included her since she plays such a big role in the Fortnite Chapter 2 promotional material and even shows up in the Season 2 trailers. Therefore, she would have to be in the series since she is so recognizable. The name's Peely. Agent Peely. At number 13 is the banana version of James Bond, Agent Peely. He comes with a newly molded headpiece that attaches to a normal torso, and his accessory is a silent pistol built using a Technic pin and a nozzle piece. Peely was the first skin I worked on in this series, since I figured he'd be one of the hardest to draw since his appearance isn't easily translated into LEGO. However, I think he turned out really well, and is definitely one of my personal favorites from this series. I decided to include him in the ghost outfit, since I personally think it looks the best on Peely. The next figure on the list is Remedy. She comes with a newly molded hairpiece with a cap on the top, and her accessory is the bandage bazooka built out of existing pieces. In-game, Remedy isn't my favorite skin, though she looks miles better than the field surgeon skin we got. But there's something about seeing her translated into LEGO that makes this figure my personal favorite from this series. I think it's the bandage bazooka that sells it, but I'm just super happy with how she turned out. Number 15 is Ripley. Because I wanted to include as many items from the new series, he comes with a fishing rod built using a rod piece, string, and a modified plate. He also comes with a newly molded flopper piece, which will also be used later on in the series. Ripley comes with a newly molded headpiece, since it's pretty much impossible to create his body shape with pre-existing pieces. He also comes with a belt piece from the LEGO Batman movie. Ripley was one of the hardest figures to draw in this series, mainly because he's transparent. That meant that I not only had to trace the insides of a LEGO minifigure, but I had to make sure it looked like it had depth, and that the lines inside the figure looked different than the ones outside. Here's the uncropped version of Ripley, since his fishing rod is really tall. Coming up is Wavebreaker. I had mixed feelings about including her in this series since she isn't super popular, but I decided to do so anyways because I wanted to include starter pack skins from Chapter 2. She uses Nia's hairpiece from the LEGO Ninjago movie, which I think is a near perfect match, and comes with her pickaxe, which uses a new mold at the top. Wavebreaker also comes with 3 V-Bucks pieces, which are printed 1x1 round tiles, as purchasing the starter pack not only gives you Wavebreaker, but also gives you some V-Bucks too. At number 17 is Jelly. This skin was a tricky skin to make, since Jelly doesn't really have distinct colors, since he has more of a gradient color throughout his skin. So this meant that I couldn't really have purple arms and a blue torso because it really just wouldn't merge well like the skin does. So instead, I decided to make Jelly a pearl blue figure, like pearl gold in C-3PO, in that the pieces would be more gradient than just a flat color. He comes with a new headpiece, and his accessory is the Bolt Sniper built using existing pieces. I decided to include Jelly in this series after watching Ash play as him in many of his streams, and he's just really unique and overall just a fun skin. Next up is Skye. One of my favorites from this series. She comes with a newly molded hairpiece that comes with her beanie attached, and her accessories are her sword and the global axe. Now I know, trust me, before you say anything about her accessory not being from Chapter 2, I only included it because of a suggestion by Spoosimo, someone those of you who watch Ashnflash Extra would be very familiar with. Seeing as he's been constantly begging Ash to put it in his past series, and since Ash wasn't able to, I figured I'd give him some closure and put it in here. The global axe is built using space droid arms, ball joint pieces, and a Mysterio helmet piece at the top that has printing on it to represent the Earth. At number 19 is Chic, the alter ego of Cameo from Season 1. Her accessory is the incredibly rare mythic goldfish, which is built using a fez piece and the new flopper piece I used with Ripley, and she also comes with a pink skirt used by Minnie Mouse. Although I did initially think of using the Dorothy hairpiece from the LEGO Movie 2 series, I went with a new hairpiece since the hair braids didn't go behind her head. Whereas the other Season 1 Battle Pass skins in this series are the regular forms, I decided to go with Cameo's alter ego version since Chic is a far more popular skin and in my opinion just looks better than Cameo. And finally, the last figure in the Fortnite Chapter 2 CMF series is Midas. The Tier 100 skin for Season 2, Midas comes with a newly molded hairpiece since I couldn't find an existing piece that fit him well enough, and his accessory is his golden drum gun built using existing pieces. He comes with arm printing with his tattoos, and his hands are molded in pearl gold. Here's the checklist for the figures in my half of the video, and for those who decided to be rebels and watch part 2 before part 1, you can see the rest of the figures over on Ash's video linked in the description below. Thanks to Ash for drawing both the checklist and pack designs. I'd also like to thank Spoosimo and JollyTime24 for helping me come up with the figures in this list, as well as providing feedback on the designs. Go check out their channels, and if you'd like, use code SPOOS in the item shop, though make sure to use code Ashnflash too. And that concludes the Ashnflash X Mini Brick Fortnite Chapter 2 CMF Draft, my first ever collaboration series. Yes, most of the skins in both parts of the series are Battle Pass skins, but that was simply because we really wanted to highlight that this was the start of Chapter 2. If there are future series of Fortnite Chapter 2, you can definitely expect more item shop skins for sure. I also wanted to include some emotes, but I decided to include weapons and items introduced in Chapter 2 first, like the bandage bazooka and the fishing rod, and then saving the emotes for possible future series. Overall, it was really cool to finally be able to work with Ashnflash, who, like for many other artists out there, including myself, played a big role in inspiring us to merge our passions for drawing and our passions for LEGO. It was because of him that I decided to draw my first digital LEGO minifigure, which evolved into a full series of 20 figures. Without him, I probably wouldn't be speaking to you right now, nor would I have created videos that thousands have enjoyed watching. Not only that, but I also wouldn't have explored the realm of digital design as much. Because of drawing LEGO, I've become accustomed to software necessary for drawing digitally, which is a skill that I'll carry with me forever. If there's anyone out there who is even slightly interested in drawing, go for it! My first figure was not pretty by any means, so don't feel ashamed if yours doesn't turn out perfect the first time. Now I'm sure most of you are Ashnflash's subscribers, but just in case there's a few of you out there who found my channel before his, make sure to go check out his channel too. Don't forget to check out my other series and videos, which will be linked in the description below, and to share, comment, like, and subscribe for more. Also, make sure to let either Ashnflash or myself know if you'd like to see more of these in the future. This series was really fun to work on, and if there is demand and Ash is up for it, I'd be down to do some more. Either way, stay healthy, and until next time, see ya!